Good morning, guys. I'm going to go over the features that we finished up on the favorites, and so now we're going to be moving on to the chat bot and trying to figure that section out. We've implemented the favorites save button on pretty much every page that has a listing. So this is how it works. You click save, and then this adds it to the favorites. When you click the favorites text link, it takes you to all the favorites that you would have added. From here, the user may remove favorites simply by clicking the favorites button. Anything that is displayed here works on a cookie, meaning that I believe it's 10 days. So within 10 days of logging in, all the favorites are still going to remain, and the user can do whatever it is that they want to do with it. We have not implemented, obviously, the login feature because that's not how Redfin or Zulu or anybody else does it, and that's not how we discussed it with Dave. From here, let's go back and browse again. So we can save not just your agent's listings, but every other listing as well. So if we go, let's just go to, let's say Dave's here. Let's go to page 8, for example. My internet's a little slow. All right. Okay. Let's add this one. Let's go to the next page here. Let's add this one, and let's go to the next. Let's go to this page here, and let's add this one. All right. So now we are in our favorites, and we've got a couple of different listings from non-agents and your agents, right? If we were to go to Dave's profile, again, same thing. You can go and save, and the system's going to know that this one is already in the favorites. So if I click this again, I can remove it from the favorites, right? So let's just see this one and this one again. Okay. The third way of adding a listing is from the listing details page. That you click on the actual listing itself, and then this knows that it's within the favorites. Now let's go into our favorites and see what happens. So let's assume that I am interested in all these properties and I want to share them or save them down to my email or whatnot. I click the share button. Now we've added an additional checkbox in here, Dave, that sends me the list as well. So let's put in my email address here, marson@logicbox.com, and I'm going to send myself an email. Now, three things are going to happen here. I'm going to get an email, my email address, which is this one right here. So for this one, I'm going to put my other Gmail here. I think that's the one. And I'm going to say Marson McDowell. Preferred language. These are the language selections that we've added. So we're just going to say Polish, my phone number, and that's it. So now we're going to go and continue. So at this stage, no agent gets an email notification. Simply what happens is I get an email, my referral gets an email, and then you guys get an email in the admin of the website. So now let's go into the admin side. And there will be a notification email sent to the email that is added in website preferences, which is currently marketing. All right, so let's go into our, I think that was under shared favorite leads. Yeah. So this is how my information gets saved. So it becomes a lead essentially for your office. So primary lead, my information, language, and then this is the referrals lead, right? And then these are the favorites that I've shared and when this occurred. Now, if I click on this, it's going to allow me to forward this anywhere that I'd like. So if you want to select a specific agent, or if you guys want to take on the listing, for example, to do these showings, then you can assign a different agent simply by clicking here and then just mailing it to David or Sabia or any one of your agents. By default, it pre-populates some of the information already about the lead, and it's going to pre-populate all the listings as well. Now let's go into our mailbox. So again, this is the central mailbox. It contains pretty much everything that happens and occurs within the website. So favorite lead came in a minute ago. This is me. Here's the text that I kind of wrote out as a template. If you want to change this up, no problem. Just let me know what you want. Favorite form lead from me, my email. Heads up, you received a new lead from the favorite share form. So if you click on this, it just shows you where it came from, because you're going to be getting lots of emails. Primary lead is me, because I filled out the form, my information, and then the secondary lead is who I shared the list from, and then this is Marcin at the logic box. Right underneath, you get the names. Otherwise, it says meet our realtors. I may change this, but right now, if it's not your agent, then it says meet our realtors. Otherwise, it's going to display the name of your agent and the basic details of the property. So we got the price, and then we've got the address and a hyperlink. You click on this, and it takes you to the details of that listing. And there it is. So this way, whoever's going to be showing this can very easily just add these or print them out, however you guys do it. So that is how that works. Now let me check the email that I got. Here's what it looks like. Favorites property list, Sutton Group. So this is the email sent back to this to myself. No, this is the referred email. That's right. So it comes from you guys. The email again associated with the admin. So this would probably be changed to the proper email address, like info@ or customer at suttonsummit.ca. Once we transfer the domain, this is the message. Hey there, your friend Marcin Migdal, and that's taken my dynamic name that I've used within the form. Favorite and share these property listings with you. If you're interested in viewing any of these listings, call your phone number to book a tour. Book a tour goes to the contact page on the website. If you aren't working with a realtor, we will team you up with an expert realtor from our team specializing in your area. And then I link this out to the all the realtors within your roster. And again, it displays the same thing in terms of properties. And below, you've got your website, which is essentially just a footer. So any of this, again, review this. Let me know if you want to change any wording or not. And that's that feature. Since I have you, let's do the shared tours. Now, it's a vastly different way of doing this. I've actually tested this by accident. We used one of your other agents, and he called me back within 3 minutes. So that was Nick Chudnetsky, I think. So what we did is my guys just accidentally used one of his favorites within here. So let's actually remove this. So we're going to remove this person because he's actually going to get the notification via his email. The way it's operating is it's taking the people's emails that are within the Four Walls API database when we're onboarding them, and it's sending a notification email with all this to them. So let's go schedule a tour. Okay, so when do I want to get the tour for all these listings? So let's just pick Sunday. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. These are the restriction values that we've put in. So you can either click on this and put 7 p.m. or you can just click on this and then this is going to give you like a little dial. So that's the other way of doing it. Right. Okay. And again, my name. So I'm going to say Steve Marcin test. Preferred language. We'll go English. Email. Marcin at thelogicbox.com, phone number. And now it's asking me for a little more information here. What's my budget? I'll say 1.4 to 1.55. Working with an agent, yes, no. We're going to go no. Looking for 3 bedrooms for my kids and large yard in the Lakeshore, Ontario area. And now we press submit. And your appointment was scheduled. What happens now is very similar to the previous option. Different emails get dispatched out to the admin, the associate agents, and the admin. Sorry, and the person who initiated the form. So let's go back to our mailbox, and now we've got an appointment booking. Right. So let's click on that. My name, information. You have received a lead from appointments form on, etc. Appointment details, information, and then the information about this. Oh, okay. So this is definitely a bug. We were supposed to see the list of all those properties. So I'm gonna fix that up today with the guys. Um, and now let's check this email. See if it gotten yet. Let me just load. Yeah, so we got the email, tour appointment request. Hello, my name. We hope you're doing well on Monday. So this is a timestamp. This is a server timestamp. Once we transition over to a different server, it's going to display the correct time. But right now it's displaying the server time because it's a different type of a server on a different time zone. So right now it's, what is it? Like a few hours ahead, 10, like 3 hours ahead. We received a property tours request from Sutton Summit website. If it wasn't you or you wish to cancel, please reply with blah, blah, blah. And then this displays the properties. So this is the items that I'm actually going to get back on here. This is what we forgot to display. But so now the user essentially sees details of what it is. So meet our realtors essentially are the ones that are not represented by your agent. Displays the price, how many days on the market, the MLS number, and basic details and square footage. This is square footage here, and of course it hyperlinks out to the listing itself. So all of this is actually generating backlinks, which is great for SEO. It's purely automated, right? So as long as people are using this feature, it's actually benefiting the website. The only caveat on this is that they will be obviously simultaneously using the server, which is going to be just like lots and lots of requests being pinged back and forth, which is going to generate a lot of bandwidth slowdowns, possibly depending on the how many users are using it simultaneously. So again, this is where all the servers come in, right? The better servers. And what else? Yeah, and then underneath we would display their details and so on and so forth, and then link them back out to the different section across the website. If there's anything else that you believe that we should add within this email, perhaps add calls to action like should you want to browse more properties, click here type of a thing. Let me know. I don't know how much we want to solicit and spam these people when they already agreed to give us their information. And I think that is it. We have the schedule of tour option on every page as well. So if I click on this, you can see that this is going to be for a single tour, whereas we're within our favorites. I'm just going here again. Where this is for every one of these properties, right? So the biggest difference is that if you have multiple agents from your office, not just Dave in this instance, agents who are at your office, you will need to figure out a way to assign the showing to the agents. Whereas if a person is on an individual listing, let's just say this one, for example, this one is not linked to any of your agents. So when somebody schedules a tour, the email gets sent to your main admin section, and you know that it's your lead. There's no agents assigned to it, so you can actually assign that lead or sell that lead, whatever you want to do. Whereas if we're going to take, let's go to our recommended properties here. Well, what happened? Where's the recommended properties? Nothing on this one. Let me see here what's going on. Okay, I think there's an API issue here. We're gonna have to take a look. But let's just assume that this again, this is not one of your properties. Okay, let me just go to listing. Find a property by one of your agents. So here, let's schedule a tour. So now we know that this listing belongs to